Hi friends, my name is Taylor and I have a very large stack of books on my lap. So let's talk about the books that I bought in January. I have had a problem with picking up newer books recently. I also did a massive book outlet haul, which if you've seen that is already up on my channel, along with a book haul with my boyfriend where he let me run around Barnes& and Noble for 45 seconds and get whatever I could put my hands on. So both of those videos are up on my channel, so we'll rapid fire through at least the book haul from Barnes& and Noble, since the book outlet one would take way too long and be very redundant. But yeah, I also picked up a couple of other random things throughout the month, whether it's new releases or books from the thrift store. I wanted to share them with you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So I picked up quite a few books recently at my local library. They have a little used bookstore that they have a part of, and the books from there when I went in the other day were immaculate and for very inexpensive. So rapid firing through these, I got Happy Place by Emily Henry, which was $4. I got Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin for $3. I also got A Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garnis which was $4. I also picked up Murder Your Employer, The McCaster's Guide to Homicide by Rupert Holmes, which I'd seen recently at Barnes& and Noble and thought sounded very interesting, for $2. I also picked up The Second Mrs. Astor, A Story of the Titanic. I love a Titanic book. This is by Shauna Abes. This was also $1. And then, the last one that I picked up, I think, in this stack, was A Christmas Tree Farm by Lauria Gilmore. This is, of course, part of the Pumpkin Spice Latte series. Oh, no, Pumpkin Spice Cafe series. I got this one for $2. I actually have all of these in, not audiobook, what's the word? Digital? Kindle? Yeah, on Kindle Unlimited. So I have all the digital books of these. So I don't technically need the hard copies, but I saw it for $2 and I couldn't help myself. I had to pick it up. So this is where we ended up with that one. So yeah, massive haul from the thrift store. I'm very excited about all of those. All of those I'm very familiar with in terms of titles. I'm not super familiar with some of the more historical fiction ones. They just seemed really interesting to me. Again, I love a book about the Titanic, so excited about that. Then I don't actually know if I'm going to keep this edition because I recently found out that Callie Hart is coming out with a sequel and a new hardcover edition rebinding of Quicksilver. So this one may not be long-lived on my shelves, but I still want to read it. She is a chunk of a book. This is, I think, one of the newest like high fantasy romantasy books that are out right now. I know everyone is obsessed with this book. One of my good friends is also reading it and she's really loving it. So I saw it at Target, had to pick it up. I have no other excuse other than that. Okay, rapid fire for these two as well. This is going to be a quick book haul. I feel like I'm flying through this. But I'm going to do a rapid fire if you didn't see the Barnes& and Noble haul, because there's not too many of those books. But if you haven't watched that video yet, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's very cute with my boyfriend and I. These are two of the next books in the Before the Coffee Grows Cold series. This is Before We Say Goodbye and Before We Forget Kindness by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. Obsessed with this series. It's so cute. I love translated Asian works of fiction lately. They're just so cute and quirky and magical. I'm obsessed. I'm very much leaning into that world this year. Then for another literary fiction, this is A Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I had a different version of this that I got, but unfortunately I unhauled it a while back and am very sad that I did that, so I had to pick up a new version. Then, this was one that I was very excited about. I picked up Cher, her new memoir, which I have a few of my friends reading and they're very interested in. I am very excited to read this because, to be honest, I know very little about Cher, but I know my mother was obsessed with her back in the day and she is iconic. So I'm very excited to read this and learn more about her, and I love a good celebrity memoir. Then, big chunk of a book, I also got Murtagh by Christopher Poloni. This is the final and most recent edition in the Aragon series. This version, stunning. And so I'm very excited about this one. I think I'm going to continue on in my Aragon series read. I think it's gonna happen this year. If not, this is going to be sitting on my shelves for a minute, so we will see how that goes. Wish me luck. All right, the other one that I picked up from the Barnes & Noble haul was Emily Wilde's A Map of the Other Lands. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I really enjoy these these soft cover editions. I think these ones are really, really cute. So I'm excited to pick this one up. I actually have the first one already. I haven't even read the first one, but I just have a feeling I'm gonna like these. So I wanted to pick up the second one. We'll see how it goes. Okay, and then I also picked up, this isn't a new release, but I've heard amazing things about this. This is Impossible Creatures by Catherine Rundle. This just looks so cute. I think this was the Barnes & Noble pick for not YA, young adult or middle grade, I think, from last year, and I've heard really good things about it, and the sequel is coming out next year, so I am excited about that. This one is about the day Christopher rescued a drowning baby griffin from a hidden lake that would change his life forever. It's the day he learned about the Arpeggio, a cluster of unmapped islands where magical creatures of every kind have thrived for 1,000 years until now. Oh, I love portal type of fantasy. It gets me every time. So I'm very excited to read this one. I think I might save it for middle grade March, TBD at this point, but if you guys think I should do it for middle grade March, let me know. Okay, and the last one for new releases this month I came out and got was Four Ruined Realms by May Cortland. This one is the sequel to Five Broken Blades, which came out last year from Red Tower Books. I have not read the first one yet, and I have a bad habit of buying the second book before I even know if I like the first book, but the sprayed edges are so pretty. Look at how pretty. They're so pretty. So yeah, I will let you know when we get down to this one. Hopefully we will read it together soon. But yeah, overall, those are all the books that I picked up in the month of January, other than my, again, giant book outlet haul. If you guys haven't seen that one yet, definitely recommend checking it out. It's a good one. And yeah, let me know if there's any of these books you want me to talk about or read really soon so we can talk about it in a wrap-up video. I love buying books, and I'm in my book buying era, and I'm going to be honest, I've got even more books coming. So keep your eyes peeled for the next haul that I do. It's going to be a good one. But other than that, if you guys did like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more of my face, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!